Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Lethal Port and we're going to continue on with Jade Empire. We're going to go and talk to Dawnstar, but we're going to head to the Great Dam to close it. And I think that's probably the best way. Rue can still do his barge madness, and we can find Sky, and then we'll head off into the Great Forest, or into the forest, whatever it's called.
Well, this has already become an educational trip. From what you discussed with Hui, it would seem we are indeed tied to important events.
I have concerns as well. Hui convinced me that your master is the glorious strategist. Tell me, Dawnstar, what are your earliest memories with him?
Your question would be better directed at his favorite student. She was at the school for 3 years before I arrived.
She's correct about that. I was
We'll focus on you quite a bit by the time we are done, given the spirit monk connection. But I asked Dawnstar what she remembers.
The only thing I know about my life before coming to the school is that I was not wanted, probably because of the bad omens I was born under.
Bad omens? What makes you think that? You said you don't know anything.
I know because of my name. It's one of the few details Master Li was told. I was named for a red glow opposite the morning sun, like a distant fire.
like the burning of dirge that Huey just mentioned.
Yes, I guess so. I wasn't there, of course. No one but you survived. I guess someone saw it, but I don't know where Dirge is or how far the fire was visible. It fits the time, but that just confirms my thoughts about being born under a bad omen. What could be worse than this attack on Dirge and the water dragon?
If that is the most troubling thing you learn about your birth, consider yourself lucky.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
I'm interested in how you are doing, Star. Is there anything?
No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, trouble. I will answer.
Okay, general questions.
You made it quite clear what we must do. We need a wind map.
Okay.
If that
Other questions?
I do not like the area around this place, around Tian's Landing. There is rot here. Maybe I just feel this.
Okay.
I will, but I cannot help.
Be okay.
Yes, of course.
Save him.
Be well.
Okay. Maybe I should talk to him. Or is it, do I have to
Yes?
state
Is there something you want?
what to talk about
I've said
you?
enough for the time being. The events that surround you cause me great concern. I want to see more of what is coming before I decide my next action.
What do you think about our
I don't know
current
what else I
situation?
can do for you right now. If I can help you, I will. But for now, I've got nothing new to offer.
Okay.
Goodbye, then.
Let's see.
Thank you for asking me to accompany you.
My staff and skills are yours to command.
I am honored that you have
think
chosen me.
I'm gonna go with Dawn for this round. Gosh, I don't even remember filling my things. Must have happened somewhere along the way.
The search goes too slowly. We need more eyes and hands in these ruins. Listen well, my minions. Fan out and search behind every stone and under every rock. Somewhere in these ruins are gems. Very special gems. If you find one, bring it to me right away. If you fail me, your torment will be greater than any you have yet experienced. Now go! Lieutenant, you are in charge while I go up to the Great Dam and check on the sentry golems. If anyone tries to enter these ruins, kill them.
Of course, Dread One. You have your orders. No one can enter the doors.
Gem of Thief Sense. Allows the wielder to detect traps. The past users of this gem did not always live by the law, but they always lived on the edge. That edge and their fates on the other side of it are imprinted on this gem. The chi channeled through it instills in the wielder an awareness of his surroundings, detecting things that may cause him harm. Dragon powder. A small canister of the volatile black substance called dragon powder. The Lotus assassins were clearly using this substance to excavate in the lower wards of Tien's Landing, but this charge doesn't look sufficient for blasting something. It might be useful for a primer for a larger explosion. Monk gem. That's. I had one of them before, didn't I? Yep. Understood. Can't go up around that. Spirit Force. Excuse me, into the ruins we go. Or further in. Inward. Ghosty goose. Get off it.
Hey, Rat Demon's friend. Rat Demon help you, yes? Rat Demon knows things, important things, and Rat Demon tells you if Rat Demon lives.
Tell me what
I
you're
knows
doing.
hitting Rat Demon not good. Hitting Rat Demon bad. I also knows that Rat Demons like the taste of ducks. If you got any ducks.
I
Not
don't
like
have
ducks.
ducks.
No ducks. But maybe you like gems. Rat Demon feels gem is very close. Rat Demon tells you where gem is. Then you let Rat Demon live. Yes?
How can you sense
Gem is
this?
special. Gem is magic. Gem is near, but gem is hidden. You let Rat Demon live, I tell you where to find gem.
Tell me where this gem
Gem is hidden behind wall. Go down path and you see. Assassins got rockets set up. They're getting ready to blow up wall with rockets.
So I should use the rockets
Yes,
to blow up the wall.
yes, but rockets need dragon powder. Lotus Assassins always got dragon powder handy. Good for blowing stuff up. Look around their camp and you find it. You get dragon powder and use rockets to blow up wall. When wall is gone, you look for gem. Gem is behind wall somewhere. You just search around. So simple. Yes. Rat Demon help you. Now Rat Demon can go. Yes.
Get out
Thanks
of
to you, my friend. Good and kind and niceful friend to Rat Demon.
Give me a portrait. That's here. A small portrait of a beautiful young woman carved into a gemstone in layers of contrasting colours. An inscription on the back reads, "To my beloved husband Wei, yours forever."
My brain bigger than yours.
Your end is near.
Hey, Ghosty Goo.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Idiot! She's obviously a spy. Kill her!
Oh shit. Okay. Shit.
Legendary strike. Longsword.
Wait, did you kill him? Obviously. Weak wall. This once sturdy wall seems weakened by its years under the water. It is still too strong to destroy by hand. Okay, so this is where this is all around. Okay, I'm not going to set the rockets off yet. Excuse me.
These pathetic ghosts are becoming an annoyance. Ripping them apart was fun for a time, but now it's just work. I wish we were stationed at Gao's lair instead of here.
Good news. Inquisitor Lim wants us to bring the inscrutable power source to Gao's factory. Just change the command word on the dam sentry so we can go.
I just changed the command word to Xiaohua this morning. Do I have to change it again?
Inquisitor Lim wants the command word on those sentry golems changed before we deliver this power source. Are you going to be the one to tell him you couldn't be bothered?
You've made your point. Let's go. It'll be safer if we stick together. There are many dangers along the way to the dam.
Dangers. Like command words slipping into enemy hands?
I smell tasty children's here. Something strange about you. But I smells you the same. Come out now, children. Definitely children's here. But something wrong with them.
Why are you here? No one ever comes to the orphanage.
Are you here for us to hurt?
Ow, what did you do to it?
Reach into you and, I don't know, twist. I've learned to like it in the time I've been here.
What are you?
Her name is Meow. She's gone strange. I'm Bin. We live in the orphanage. At least we used to long ago, before the waters came.
We're dead, big person. We're dead, and you can't hurt us anymore. But we can still hurt you.
Stop it, Meow. I don't like you hurting people. It's making you strange.
I don't care. I don't care. Someone has to pay. Someone has to pay for what happened to us.
Calm down. Maybe I can help.
You don't care about us. Big people don't help us. They only want to hurt.
Just ignore her. She's gone strange because of what happened when the water came. We were locked in here, trapped in the orphanage with the rest of the children. As the water rose, we clawed at the door until our fingernails came off. Then we clawed at the window. When the water was too high, we clawed at each other. Then we stopped.
Did anybody try to
Other
help?
children survived. Their families helped them and they lived. But nobody thought about the orphans. We had no families to watch out for us.
I should be a woman now with kids of my own. I should have a husband and a house. Instead, I have ashes and bones.
We're tired, living one. We've been here for too many years. We just want to sleep, but we can't. Not until the mistakes of the past are undone.
Is there anything I could do to
Can help me. Find the one who did this to us. Find kindly Yushin, the orphan master. Find him and kill him. Bring me his head.
No, Meow, that won't make you happy. That will just make you stranger. We have to figure out some way to rest. We must find peace.
Maybe there's some way
We
to
can't have peace, but we can have revenge. Kill kindly Yushin for me, big person. Kill him for abandoning us in the orphanage. Kill him for leaving our bones here to rot.
The bones. That's it. The orphan master must bury our bones. He left us to this. Only he can end it. If kindly Yushan comes here and buries our remains, we can finally rest. We can find peace for a time at least. Maybe until the voice of the shepherd returns, so that we can find peace forever.
Where can I find kindly
Yushan spent his nights at the tea house. He would lock the orphanage when he left so we didn't get out and cause trouble in the town. He had the only key. I don't know where Yushan is now. When the flood came, I prayed he would save us. But he never showed up. Maybe he tried.
He never tried. He didn't care about us. Nobody cares about us. I bet he still goes out at night and drinks in the tea house. It's like we never existed.
Can I ask you some
Questions?
questions?
There's little we could tell you, big person. We are trapped here in the ruins of the orphanage. We can't leave, and we can't rest until kindly Yushan buries our bones.
Don't listen to Ben. If you find kindly Yushan, kill him. I don't want rest. I want revenge.
I'll see if I can
Yes,
find him for you.
find him and kill him. Bring me kindly Yushan's head. Or bring him here and let me kill him.
No! Please, living one. There has been too much death. If you find him, just bring him here to bury our bones. Then we can finally rest.
Gem of irresistible spirit. Spirit +2, charm +2. Only followers of the way of their Param can use this gem. This gem is a tool of inner reflection for the wielder and unwittingly those around him. This gem exposes the inner strengths and virtue of the user to all, owing them with his true nature. Only those most at peace with themselves can use this gem, for others will see their own flaws reflected back at them. Okay, take that off for now, put that on there. So actually, it probably should put body ones on at the moment. Whoop. Ford Warrior Gem, Warrior's Gem of Fate. When the hell did I pick that up? Increased chance of health power-ups, bonus, body -1. The wearer of this gem gambles away some of his physical ability for the chance that fate will favour him in combat. Some warriors prefer a second wind in combat over a strong opening volley. Okay. We'll just leave it at that for now. And we will go and get kindly Yushan. Fill up the cheek for him. Oh god, because something went right. There we go. On our way. How? Okay, I did read that before. The shadow in the trees. Travelers in the Great Southern Forest often report strange sightings and bizarre phenomena. Aside from the hospitality of the pilgrims in Rest Inn, the forest is nearly entirely wilderness. The verdant canopy of the forest hides wonderful and fearsome creatures unlike any seen anywhere else in the Empire. The strangest tales are those of a shadow among the trees that seems to follow visitors into the forest. Philosophers hoping to... Damn, I lost my spot. Philosophers hoping to reflect in the peace of the forest often report feeling watched, and patrons of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn claim to have seen a strange silhouette darting among the trees. Despite the apparently otherworldly nature of this figure, those who witness it sense no aggression and attribute it to the mysteries of the forest. So if we just go down to here, oops, go to this corner.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace?
You used to be the orphan master.
Why
before
do
the
you
flood.
care? That was a long time ago. Long, long ago. All I want is to forget those days. They're gone. Gone forever.
What happened the day of the flood?
I was at the market buying food when the flood came. I ran back to the orphanage, but the water was too high. There was nothing I could do. The water kept rising. I had to flee. I came here with other survivors and settled this town. I tried to start a new life, but everywhere I go, I see little faces watching me. The better men might have saved them. Sometimes I wonder if I should have died with them.
Throwing your own life away wouldn't have saved
No,
them.
it wouldn't have. But these days, I live a sad, pathetic existence. Would things be any worse if I was a ghost in the ruins?
Tell me about Bin and Meow.
I've not heard those names in many years. Meow. Meow was the best of my wards. She was like an assistant to me, always caring for the babies, putting everyone to bed. Meow was strong. She did not give up easily. As for Bin, I recognize the name. A quiet boy, I think. I barely remember him, but they're gone now. All of them.
If you want redemption, meet me at the orphanage.
No, not the orphanage. The ruins are haunted. The children will be waiting for me. No!
You carry them with you anyway. Now you can free yourself.
You're right. I can carry this burden no longer. I must face the demons of my past and end this one way or another. I will go with you and accept whatever fate awaits me. You lived? All this time you were here, and I left you to this. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Saying sorry isn't enough. You must pay. Now I get to hurt you forever and ever.
No, Meow. Yushan was not brought here so you could make him suffer. He must bury our bones. Then we can finally rest.
Who has been says you shall bury their bones, these bones.
I am so sorry. It's done. The bones of the children are buried at last. I just wish I could do more.
I feel better now. I feel warm. I haven't felt warm in so long. Thank you.
Thank you, Living One. We can finally rest because of you. We can finally be at peace.
And I must thank you, too. I have lived with this guilt for many years. Now that this is done, maybe I can finally move on with my life because of you.
Goodbye, Living One. Goodbye forever.
Excuse me. Cool. Okay, let's wait to the dam. Don't want to do that yet. Because, yeah, okay. Ignition pan now has powder. Pulling the lever to launch the rockets. Pull the lever to launch the double. Or did it stick? I pressed the wrong button. That's what happened. Okay. Oh, no, didn't need to do that. I know we'll probably auto-save. But better safe than sorry.
Longsword! Legendary strike!
The soft petal. Charm +5, body +1, mind +1. In the reign of the Empress Sunlin, arts flourished, especially dancing and poetry. The Empress surrounded herself with beautiful young women, masters in their respective art forms. The most admired and most talked about was the dancer called the Divine Rose. When the Empress's life was cut short, Divine Rose was heartbroken and wept for days, dying from grief shortly thereafter. Legend says that her tears of grief were what gave power to this gem, imbuing it both with her grief and with her passion. Okay. Well, is it, I'm dumb, I haven't been using my focus.
ours. Mine, all mine. Alive, dead, no matter. All mine. You? What are you doing here? The quarry is ours. It was ours when we lived, and it's ours when we're dead.
Who are you?
I'm Yushi. Stabber Yushi. Everyone was afraid of me when we were alive. Toughest convict on the chain. Then the water came. Everyone ran. No one came to help the prisoners. Except Turnkey. But I know he only came to laugh at us. So, Turnkey had to die. The water kept rising and rising, and then we died. But the quarry is still ours, even when we're dead. And now you'll join us.
Fudge. Try to jump back. Move, move, move. Get out of the frame.
Legendary strike.
Right. There's... What the heck? There we go. Get over here to this tree.
Longsword, legendary strike. Focus.
Oh, excuse me. Actually, let's see. Everything should be okay with that at the moment.
legendary strike. Dire flame.
Get out of the wall. Inferior childhood.
Is there anything you need? I will answer what I can. I do not like the area around.
Okay.
There is much suffering in this quarry. So many lives lost.
Strangler Jesus smells something fresh. Water
What
come.
happened to you?
People leave Strangler Jesus and other prisoners to die. Water come faster. We scramble, run, claw each other. Then water everywhere. But we not die. Strangler Jesus has too much hate to die. Strangler Jesus is king in this place. King of the prisoners. King of the dead. Dead serve Jesus. And now, you join Strangler Jesus' subjects.
Yeah, well, we will be before you fight. Where even is that rock? Can't remember what button that is. So just get rid of
Your end is near.
Dire flame. Spirit thief. Dire flame. Dire flame.
Fuck.
Dire flame. Spirit. Dire flame. You Spirit.
Damn it. Very close for that.
Legendary strike. You can't match me. Dire flame. Legendary strike.
No, go this way. Down.
Spirit.
Down.
can't see you. Is somebody there? What do you want? I think I am Turnkey Shiji. Is that right? Yes, I am Turnkey Shiji. I guard the prisoners.
What happened here?
I don't remember. This is the quarry where the prisoners are chained up. I'm Turnkey Shiji. I guard them. I remember the water rising. Everyone ran, but I came back for the prisoners. I had the only key. They are bad men, but no one deserves to die like that. I went to free them. I freed Strangler Jizu first, and then he put his hands around my throat. I couldn't breathe, and he killed me.
Why would he kill you if you were the only...
Jizu was insane. He loved death. He hungered for it. He fed on it. Even his own, I guess. I wasn't thinking. I shouldn't have freed him first. Maybe not at all.
There must be something more I could do to help.
My spirit was bound to this place, trapped by the man who killed me. Strangler Jizu's hate kept me chained in death, just like I kept him chained in life. But you destroyed Jizu. His hold on me is broken. My spirit is free. I only hope that I can find some release in that freedom. I had hoped that I would have somewhere to go, but I feel no pull to the underworld. Hopefully I can find my own way, somehow. Thank you for this release, Great One. It is enough for now that I can fade for a time.
Wanderer's Jewels. Okay. Body +3, spirit +3, mind +5. A musician who travelled the breadth of the Empire was once the owner of this gem. He carried it with him for years. His fame spread around ahead of him, and he was welcomed in all corners of the Empire. No one knows what became of him, for Imperial Edict erased his legacy for crimes unknown. Surely, despite his other obvious strength, he must have committed some folly that secured his downfall. Excuse. Yep, okay. Okay. And that... Conversation skills. Ability scores. I think it's helping. Who knows? Thick skinned gem. That's body +1. Did I just put the Wanderer's gem on? Thick skin. Body +1, 50% damage from traps. This gem thickens a warrior's skin, strengthening it against damage. This makes the warrior resilient to sudden damage from an undirected source. But it will likely not protect as well against an opponent already aiming for vital areas. Okay, I'll go with that for now. Sword, Monk Gem, and Scholar's Gem of Forethought. That's not the best one. Scholar's Gem of Forethought, mind +1. Lesser chance of focus power-ups. The concepts of mental focus and of distraction are mutually exclusive. Many believe that one cannot succeed in a mental capacity by always relying on subtle whims of fate to fuel one's success. This gem enhances its wearer's inherent mental ability while weaning the warrior from resilience of fate's fickle favor. Check out the rest of here. There we go, bones. Nothing else down here. Oop, wrong button. Check the map. Okay, we've done all down here, so it looks like we're going back to close the dam. Because I think we've got what we need down here. If I'm remembering correctly. Oh, hello, child. Meow.
Help me, please! I have to get out of here!
Obviously not her, but you look like her.
I'm trapped with these scary people, and I can't see any way out!
Who are you?
I'm a
Another ghost?
But I'm a little girl, too! I'm trapped here! I can't leave, and I can't die! It's cold in here and wet, and I'm scared. I don't like it here. Please help me! I've been trapped here for so long. The outside is so close. I can see it, but this puddle is blocking my way. I don't see any way around it. If I could just get outside, I'd finally be free. But I can't walk through the puddle. I can't!
It's only a few inches deep. Just walk across.
Don't you know how I died? I drowned when the flood came. It was cold and dark, and now I can't touch the water. I just can't. Please help me. Please.
I'll find a way to get you out.
I know how you can help me. Look at the ceiling. It looks like there was a cave-in long ago, and somebody put these poles here to hold the ceiling up. All you have to do is break these poles, and this ceiling will collapse. A whole bunch of rocks will fall into the water, and I can skip across them and leave this place.
A cave-in could kill
No! It should be safe, and I have to get out of here. I have to leave. Please trust me. I wouldn't ask if I thought you'd get hurt.
Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just know you can help me. Please hurry.
Wait. Oh, not yet. I've got turned around.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
What am I supposed to do?
Be well, my friend.
Out. How do I... Where that makes me run fast, okay. And flat over.
You are drawn by destiny, like water flowing, bleeding. Have you begun to question your path? It is murky, blocked, but carefully crafted. You are on this path because you have been shaped, groomed, and the predators have been drawn away to let you pass. Can you see how that path winds towards your prey? You are meant to learn, but not too much. To see, but not too clearly. To succeed, but not completely.
Are you saying I've been misled?
To control an outcome, control the beginning. It is godlike, the most arrogant action. That is what was done. I weaken. But listen. Endings come at their own pace. You would better serve your cause by asking where it began. Question why the path is there, not where it leads. For now, look to yourself. The Guardian ahead will test and teach. He is an ally, one you can trust. Find your purpose. Fulfill your destiny, and we will meet again.
It happened again, didn't it? You saw something. I don't like the effect this place has on you. Let's get going. I sense something strange about this girl. She is more than she appears.
The Guardian is coming. He's very mad. He got mad at this man and hurt him. You better go away right now or he'll get mad at you too. I don't matter. Only the Guardian matters. He's going to be very cross with you. You should run before he gets here. It's too late. I told you to run away, but you didn't listen. Now the Guardian's here and he's going to hurt you. He's really mad.
Dire flame! Longsword! Focus!
Your master used tricks to deceive me before, but this time I am ready for your treachery. You will not have the gem. And know this before you die. I will hunt down every Lotus assassin in the Empire until I get back the amulet your master stole. I do not serve the Lotus assassins. No, I will not listen to your lies. I will not be fooled again. No, this could not be. No one can defeat me. Even when your Lotus Assassin master wrestled the amulet from me, he did so by foul treachery. His followers fought me by the dozen, a distraction while he stole the amulet and fled. But you challenged me alone, and you are winning. Who are you? I am Eden Empire. Is it possible? Are you the one for whom I have waited? It is true, you have come. Because of my failure against the Lotus Assassins, I did not think to test you. I waited so long, only to endanger my task of a peasant bride. Forgive me, great one. This gem I guard is meant for you. Take it and know that I, Chaika, am your loyal servant, sworn to protect you. Why do you want to serve me? Want and desire have nothing to do with it. A greater power commands me. You are the one I was summoned for, so I must obey. I am sworn to serve you, the rightful owner of this gem. I am bound to guard and protect you, so that you might fulfill your destiny. I am Taika, the heavenly gate guardian. In the language of your realm, I am called a demon. My mind is uneasy here, and there are many things I cannot remember. But I know my fate is bound to yours. Your path will surely lead to the amulet that was stolen from me. I will be glad to see it in your hands, where it belongs. I am honored to have you as my companion, Shaikar. The honor is mine, Great One. My purpose is to help you fulfill your destiny, and I will do this to the best of my ability. Who was that little girl? The little girl you spoke to before is named Wildflower. She is my anchor to your world. It is through her that I can exist here. She is special. Without her, I could not bridge the gap between your realm and my own. With her as my host, I can manifest myself here. Is she a sorceress? No, she has no command of magic. She is my anchor in this world. She is an anchor binding me to the mortal realm. I could not exist here in your realm without her. I protect Wildflower from danger, and she allows me to fulfill my duties. We are separate, but in many ways we are also one. I would explain it better if I could, but as I said, it is difficult to understand. If you're coming with me, let's go. I want to ask some questions. I will try to answer what I can. There is much I cannot say. I am here to fulfill the destiny that has been placed before me. So what is my destiny? I do not know. The will of heaven is kept from me. I know only what I am supposed to do. I knew I was to guard the amulet and the gem, and I was to wait for their rightful owner. Now I know I must help you fulfill your destiny, whatever that may be. How did you end up here? I was tasked with protection of the amulet and the gems that are a part of it. But to do that, I had to enter the mortal realm, where they were. To exist here, I needed an anchor. That is where Wildflower has helped me. With the ability to influence and manipulate the material realm, I can carry out my tasks. But even with Wildflowers anchoring me to this world, I failed in my mission. Treachery took the amulet from me. Now we must recover it to fulfill your destiny. How did Wildflower know to come here? She was already here. It was of benefit to both of us that she served as my host. The will of the heavens dictate, and no mortal or demon can resist them. You said Lotus Assassins stole the amulet. They came only a few days ago, looking for the amulet and the gem I protected. There were many of them, too many. They attacked all at once. I was able to kill them all but the leader. While I was fighting his followers, he seized the amulet and fled. I could not follow. My duty bound me here. I had to stay and wait for you. But now that you are here, I am free to leave this place and go with you to reclaim the amulet. Do you know where the thief went? No. He has fled beyond my reach, but I am confident you will find him and reclaim the amulet. It was destined for you, not him. There is nothing else I want to ask. I cannot follow you in the normal sense. I exist here within Wildflower, and can only manifest for short periods. She will accompany you, and through her, so will I.
The Guardian wants me to give you this. That man over there had it. It's an inscrutable power source. The Guardian says you might need it.
Inscrutable power source?
The Guardian doesn't know what it's for, but he knows it's important. Otherwise, why would that man have had it? You better keep it for now. The Guardian says we don't have to stay here anymore. He says we have to go with you now. Is that right?
Come on, you and Shaikar are with me now.
Good. I like you. The Guardian likes you too.
Stick with me for now. I want to see what the two of you can do There's a clearing outside of Tien's Landing. Wait for me there with the others.
This is going to be exciting.
Okay. Inscrutable power source. It should come as no surprise that you can't figure out how this device functions, or even what it really does. A complicated collection of gears, pistons, and various projection apparatuses befuddle the mind, but still speak of virtually limitless power if harnessed properly. Got all of them. At least I got some stuff to sell. What is this way? Look, I should have checked that. The river of heart. Chi +1, intuition +1. Life is made of many details, many facets of being. A person in tune with his surrounding may feel the subtle vibrations each thing makes as its fate passes nearby. By being attentive to those influences, one can not only become closer to one's own fate, but may begin to see glimpses of others as well. Open up that, that's good enough. And I forgot to check that there's what? Tragedy in Tien's Landing. Let the history of this town not be forgotten, for the water that defines our border covers ghosts of children. Nearly 2 decades ago, just after the shining Emperor Sun brought water to the land again, Tien's Landing lay where the water now stands. Children played and people lived and worked in the peace that only the lands away from the bustle of the heart of the Empire can bring. When the Great Dam came, few believed that the Emperor would allow us to come to harm, but harm came in the form of water that covered our homes and buried our families. When the flooding came to an end, the town of Tien's Landing lay submerged beneath this new sea, with only ghosts and ruined homes could flourish. Those who survived lived to rebuild, and Tien's Landing has become too prosperous once again. Come to prosper again, lest anyone here forget. However, we must always remember that our lives bend to the whims of the gods, the Emperor, and the decades-old machinery of the Great Dam. Yeah. I need focus font. There's none around. Just don't like this one. There's one around here, is there? There's spirit font. I will come back. Because I want to be as souped up as I can for whatever is to come. it's up here. And back we go. Oh, what the heck is the hello? I have no idea if that was there before. Who knows? Found it now anyway.
Who dares approach? Speak the command word or summon the wrath of Death's Hand, loyal servant of the Emperor over us all. Shao Huan, you may pass.
The mechanism is open and closed. The mechanism to open and close the dam is controlled by a powerful enchantment focused on the Jade heart at its center. From here, it's obvious that if you close the dam again, and the ruins will flood fairly quickly, and would no longer be able to reach the old Tian's landing site. Okay, yep, no, that's fine. Removing the Jade heart will break the enchantment, controlling the dam, locking it in the open position. Once damaged, the controls will... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Close the dam instead. Press the wrong thing. You close the dam, unleashing a blast of magical energy from the Jade heart. Closing the dam exhausted the power of the Jade Heart, disabling the enchantment that once controlled the mechanism. What happened? Done it again, didn't I?
I hope you took a moment to celebrate as you flooded the valley. Whatever you hope to achieve by drowning that sad place will soon be undone. Sergeant, if you will, eliminate this pest.
Wait, you don't need to follow the assassin's orders, Sergeant. You'll have to go through me if you want to get... You hope to appeal to my sense of pity. What's next? The town was suffering? Think of the people? Bah. My loyalty...
The sergeant knows his place. And he understands that what we assassins do is for the good of the Empire as a whole. If a few people suffer, then they do so for the glory of Emperor Sun.
Oh! Oh! That was hectic. Oh, no, that's, don't that talk to
What do you want?
Wildflower, what do you think of
You need
our
to
current
repair your
situation?
ship? For the place you're going and the man you want to find? The Guardian says it's a mightier task than you think, but that you're special too. I think you're special too. All the others are people, but you're different. I like you. Is there anything else you wanted?
Tell me a bit about yourself.
About me? What do you want to know? You want to talk to him, don't you? The Guardian?
No, I'm asking about you.
I don't really know what to say. I don't really do much. I just go where the Guardian tells me to go, where we're needed. I trust him. He won't let them hurt me. The evil men, the bad ones, and the other. But he says not to worry, that none of them are here now, but they follow you, which is why we've come. Now we're needed here, with you. You're the last, he says. We have to protect you, to make sure balance is restored. You hold the amulet and can use it, unlike... Oh, he says I've already said too much. He doesn't like me talking about him while he's busy. Maybe we can talk again sometime? But for now, not about that. Is there anything else you want? Okay.
Nothing for now.
Water covering everyone. Those poor children. I hate the water. It's too familiar.
Well, there's nothing I can do about her stuff at the moment. It will, if I talk to my peeps, build up my relationship with all of them. Come along, Wildflower. Let's go and get some focus. And then we shall head to Tia's Landing. Shall that work? Whoops. That's what I get for looking at the phone.
You have managed to survive. I suppose someone of your skill cannot be easily dissuaded.
Who are you? Why did you attack?
You may call me Silk Fox. I apologize for my previous aggression, but I thought you were in league with an enemy of mine. I was clearly mistaken. Powerful forces are at work here. You are caught in great events that are beyond you. But I may have use for someone as impetuous as you.
Why should I
trust? I never said we should trust each other. I don't trust you at all, but our goals may be similar. I want nothing more than for you to continue your journey. You seek the old man who was taken from Two Rivers, correct? Of course you do. He was taken by Death's hand. I could tell you where his minions have gone. For a price.
What do you want for this information?
A simple trade. I tell you where the abductors are, and you tell me who that old man is.
The old man was... anyway, he is Suddenly, the glorious strategist, the Emperor's
Sun Li!
brother.
Ha! You think me a fool? You are either a liar or very, very confused.
Believe what you will, I know
You
the
don't
truth.
know as much as you think you do, but you have answered my question, and I will answer in kind. It would take a season to reach the Imperial City by land or water. Air is the only quick way, but you need a wind map. I know the location of one. Lord Yun governs much of the Great Southern Forest. He petitioned the Lotus Assassins for a wind map so he could settle a trade disruption. Of course, that has earned him their attention in addition to whatever trouble is infesting his lands. I doubt he has time for charity, but you might try to find him.
Help me to defeat this hand. Now that we're friends, who are you really? Thank you for your help.
Remember,
Farewell.
if you want to reach the Imperial City, you must go to the forest and get that map from Lord Yun. My path takes me elsewhere. If you actually reach the Imperial City, I will be impressed. Until then, I wish you luck. You are a surprising little peasant.
Okay, let's go and finish up all the loose ends to do with the dam, and then probably leave it off there. Go and meet Rue down at the Beggar's Pier. There we go.
Hey, you're the woman the captain said to look out for. He said to tell you thank you very much and to give you this. I think he couldn't wait to get out on the river, and as soon as the water came back, he left.
Thank you. Here, have a
Thanks
silver
so
piece.
much. Wow, now I can eat for another day. Does it get any better than this?
Cool. Okay, let's go into our little drum circle. You got stuff
The
to
people
say?
of Tian's
Or
Landing owe you a great debt. You saved their town. Master Li would be proud of you, as am I. If you could spare some time, could we talk about what we have seen?
I'm interested in how you are, Dawnstar. Is there
I'm not
anything
sure I
bothering
can
you?
make my concerns fully understood. Our time in the ruins, the creatures we encountered, so much unrest. This was different from what I have seen before. There is pain here, but hatred too. The spirits around Two Rivers seemed aimless, lost. These are focused. I feel they would linger here, even without the support of whatever has increased the ghosts elsewhere.
Understandable, considering the injustice.
I suppose that is true. Left behind by their neighbors, literally to die. Could you recover from such abandonment? I'm not sure that I have. I mean, if I had suffered something like that, I'm sure it would have stayed with me.
You were abandoned? Tell me about that. If this is just about your personal feelings, we have more important things to
I should not feel bad about it. I was not left to die. I was sent to study at the school, probably so Master Li could deal with my sensitivities. It doesn't compare, really. These spirits, they truly suffered and have a right to turn on those who left them behind. Me? I feel like my abandonment was partially my fault, but I was 3 and I couldn't help being different. I would have tried to fit in if I had been given a chance.
I'm glad you came to the school. Don't linger on fools who may have shunned you. Doesn't matter, you are a long way from home, and we are through with the ruins. Better to have anger than pointless sorrow. They might kill their enemy. You only hurt yourself.
I know I shouldn't. I can see the result of such pain in the poor creatures in the ruins. I do not want to suffer such anger, such bitterness. It may not seem like it, but I draw great strength from you and the things you say. I am grateful for that. As always, I have much to think about after speaking with you. Perhaps we can continue this another time. I will answer what I can.
Let's see.
I do not like... Maybe I just feel this way because of what...
Okay.
Yeah. You made it quite clear what we must...
Okay.
Be well, my friend.
Zoo?
You have attracted a very odd minion in that girl Wildflower. I sense great conflict in that one. Tread lightly.
Sagacious Sue, could that be actual concern in your voice?
It would be a great inconvenience if we were all suddenly slaughtered. Now, what do you need of me? I've said enough for the time being. The events that surround you cause me great concern. Okay. I don't know what else I can do for you. Goodbye, then.
Goodbye for now. Okay. I think I'm going to... Yeah, she's one of the special ones. Or these guys are like plot people. Just trying to remember some of them. That's Henpeck. He's like the drunken master dude. That's Sky. That's Silk Fox. Might be a bit of a spoilers here, saying who comes along, but yeah. We'll get there. Oh wait, we're there for a reason.
Let's go.
Wait, what is so? Demon form is attack. Support is covers your health. Tricar attacks can damage spirits. Guardian demon bound to the body of a child. Tricar will fight alongside you with his great strength or channel his power through you. Right. Get around. I offered you an enormous amount of silver to perform a simple task. Instead, you chose to close the Great Dam and rule my business. It is too late for my wide operation, but I am a man of business and I will collect payment in one form or another. I get my money one way or another. Still have freaking arrow over your head. Let's go and talk to these people.
When the dam was closed, people said the town was dying, but not me. I was the only one who said things would get better, and they did. I have no doubt the pirates will be dealt with soon as well. Things always look up eventually. It reminds me of an old saying my father taught me. The storms of misfortune always pass, and the rains of sorrow forth a field of opportunity. Words to live by, I say.
I find your optimism.
You came to the right place, then. I won't give you the doom and gloom. People are worried about the pirates. Sure, they raid villages and basically we're... Can you imagine?
Okay, I'm just gonna go. Bye-bye. Let's go talk to...
Welcome back to Chuman's Woodcrafts. I still don't have any wares to show you, I'm afraid. I'm still short on inventory. It's a shame my business is struggling so much. I really am a fine craftsman, but I could use someone to help organize things and help me out with some of my jobs. With the dam closed and the economy picking up, I had hoped my customers would pay off their debts to me. But I'm having trouble collecting from them. And if they don't pay me, I can't afford the raw materials to make my woodwork. It's a difficult situation, but I'm trying to make the best of it.
Maybe I can...
No, that won't be necessary. I don't...
Your customers
You might be right.
I could lend you some silver to get you
A noble offer.
Well, there's nothing...
Farewell.
That I could do if you won't take it. For now, there is no pain across. If I lived here, I'd come and chill out in this little spot. This cute little lagoon.
One thing that is good about being a fisherman, you never see a ghost out in the middle of the river.
Yeah, it depends on the type of ghost you got, though.
I still believe in the Emperor. He'll look after us.
Oh wait, I was making my way down there to finish off that stuff, but I'll go this way. And I'll talk to
The dam is closed once again. Tien's Landing may yet survive, and it is all because of you, most honorable stranger. Let me add my thanks to that of the rest of the town. It is nice to have one less thing to worry about. We have more than enough troubles here already. Pirates are raiding the countryside, capturing peasants and taking them.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Good.
Great
Thank
One.
you.
It is always a pleasure speaking with you, the hero of Tien's Landing.
Bye bye. Wait. Can I knock this fool out?
Oh, again you are here? What is it now? Maybe you need directions? I have a few for you, that's for sure.
Don't trust him. His directions usually start out friendly, but end up with a spatula in someone's nose. Why would anyone want to know how to do that?
Thank you, Mr. Wong. Thank you for over-explaining the intricacies of my wit. Implied threats are ever so much more effective when they are no longer implied. Good.
Yeah, there's nothing else I'm gonna do. Oh, screw off.
You're crazy.
You guys still
Sa
find it?
Yakowak. You leave this young...
Okay.
Well,
Hello.
you took care of the dam. Good job, youngster. Never thought I'd be glad to see that dam closed up.
Surprised you remember me.
Oh, I may have one foot in the grave, but my mind is still sharp. Pray you can say the same when you've seen as many years as I have, youngster.
I found this portrait in the ruins.
Let's see what you have there. Oh. Yes.
Looks familiar.
Yes, it's mine. She was my wife, and she didn't make it out of the rising waters.
At least you have this to remember her by.
I can't tell you what this means to me. After all these years, there are no words. Thank you. Thank you.
Where were you during
Yes,
the
youngster, I was. Still remember it
Sorry,
like
ladies.
yesterday. This town, Tien's Landing, used to be where the three plateaus come together downriver. Oh, it was a fine town. 18 years ago, Emperor's son was young and flush with success from ending the drought. He began public works all over the empire, including the great dam downriver. The workmen came and started building it near our town. We were not engineers, and so we were not sure what it would mean. Some worried that it might flood us out. Most were unconcerned. After all, if there were any danger, the Emperor would tell us, surely. One day, the great dam was finished, and the floodgates were closed. The town flooded. We took what we could and fled. Mothers ran about screaming for their children who'd gone out to play. Children screamed for their dogs. Some folks climbed to the roofs of their houses and refused to leave. We survivors straggled upriver. Some collapsed from exhaustion. I carried a... The great dam had created an enormous... Life went on, but no word ever came from the crewmen who manned the people...
Okay, it's basically the same as before.
If... Well, thank you for listening, youngster. Not many do anymore.
You did it! How the people will sing the praises of Minister Sheng, who found, hired, and sent forth the helpful peasant who ultimately solved the problem.
Are you trying to take credit for my...
Not at all! I may even mention you in my report.
I need to find a
Minister
flyer.
Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip.
Yep.
Very well, run
Bye.
along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister Sheng is on his way back to the Imperial City. I'm sure of it.
Welcome back, Honorable One. Since the dam was closed, I've been able to restock my supplies. Would you like to see what I have for sale? Show me what you have for sale. Wonderful. And since you helped me out with Dog, you can have the preferred customer rate. Okay, so I'm going to sell that and that. Sell that one because it don't do me no good. I think I'll just keep it for now. Yes. Don't have any of those. Nope. That is not where I meant to go. Let's go this way. Yeah, Storm Dragon. Sport style does direct damage in Chi Strike mode. This style's area attack can initiate a harmonic combination that produces a focus power-up. The forms and strikes of Storm Dragon enable the master to call upon the power of lightning to damage an opponent. While the style's attacks don't cause any direct damage, its motions summon forth electricity to course through its victim, doing small but constant damage over time. Storm Dragon can rarely win a fight on its own, but combined with other styles, it can easily change the tide of a difficult battle. Cute.
Seat beside.
I could get it if I want when I come back. Off to talk to the other peeps. Is there other stuff I have to talk to
Hello,
about?
hello. I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now I could not say. The pirates are just one more affliction that plagues this troubled town, and yet another headache for poor Minister Sheng. They raid the surrounding countryside, swooping down with their flyers to capture slaves. Do you know how bad it looks when someone under my jurisdiction is captured by slavers? Fortunately, they haven't attacked the town. Yes.
Damn it. Oh, stop it. Goodbye. And we're going to talk to Mistress though.
Irkana.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you?
I seek your training, Mistress.
Yes,
Though.
I know. It is good that you have come to me. You deserve to learn to control the earth, but you must also learn that the stone can never truly be controlled.
What she means to say is that if you cannot defeat her stone immortal style, the earth will tear you apart or swallow you whole.
It is the only way you will learn the true secrets of Stone Immortal. I will not force you into this decision.
Do you truly need to fight? Do we truly need to fight? Couldn't you just trade me?
There is no need to fight at all, but if you wish to learn and to grow, you must be prepared to make sacrifice, risks. The key is to ensure that those risks are worthwhile for all involved. I'm sure you know what you must do in this case.
I will face Stone Immortal with no fear
Good.
in my heart.
This will not be an easy test, but I suspect you are ready for it.
Longsword! Longsword spear! Legendary strike! Dire flame!
Get off the path. Come here.
Legendary strike! Spirit thief! Dire flame! Spirit thief! Friend is near! Spirit thief! Dire flame! Spirit
Well done. Very few can withstand Stone Immortal. Only those who understand the world around them, in fact. You understand your place, and yet you are not afraid to use your strength when it is required. That will serve you well in this lifetime. And, as I said, that will serve you well.
What were you about to say?
Don't mind me. I was just thinking out loud. Students of your caliber are rare.
If you're finished with this little charade of a test, could you please train the Gelvo, where the further coddling will only weaken her.
Men become temperamental at his age. Here, let me teach you to coax the earth to do your bidding. Only your connection to the world and your understanding of your place will convince them. There, you have it.
Awesome. An honor to learn from you, Mistress.
It was an
Specks.
honor to teach what I could. I am not the instructor Master Jian was, but his lessons would not have suited your temperament.
I am just the Iron Fist. My best pupil turned away from my instructions.
Remember to
all.
remain true to the high path. The earth only serves those who know their place among all things.
Enough of this. I would say our game is concluded, though. It is time we parted ways.
Shall we meet again next year, Jian?
You won't last that long. Our paths will cross, and you'll learn that this old tiger still has all his teeth.
You have made that proclamation every year for 2 decades. Those teeth must be frightfully long by now. How ever do you open your mouth anymore? Until next year, you old goat.
Whoop! It's not doing too well. Style gain. Stony Mortal. No, that's not wanted here. I haven't got anything for that. Magic style resonance. Stronger than when wielded by a follower of the Way of the Open Palm. Drains chi. The style's power attack can initiate a harmonic combination. Fighters who study this style gain mastery over the ponderous element of earth, putting the mighty power of stone and crystal at their command. Masters of Stone Immortal have the ability to attack enemies with crystalline missiles, encase foes in stone, or even open the ground beneath an opponent's feet. To command the power of earth requires a mind centered on balance, stability, and order, and so Stone Immortal is a favored style among the followers of the Way of the Open Palm. It is far less effective if wielded by those who follow the way of the closed fist. Okay, well, no, we're heading over that way, but there's some stuff I have to do, so I think I'm just going to leave it here. And I hope that you've been enjoying this playthrough, and if you're interested in my future or past streams, they're available here on Twitch, over in Collections, and over on YouTube. It would be awesome if you could also follow me over on my socials on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!